Hello everyone, I wanted to make this video in case you need any extra help on multiplying decimal numbers in story problems. So right here, I have a problem. We would actually call this kind of problem a multi-step problem because there are two different steps that we need to do to solve it. And I'm going to talk you through how to do it right now. So this problem says a theater has 40 rows of seats. There are 22 seats in each row. It costs $2.79 to deep clean each seat. How much does it cost to clean all of the seats in the theater? So I'm going to use my cubes method for solving story problems to help me figure this one out. The first thing that I do is I circle any important numbers here. So I see the number 40 and I see the number 22. I also know that it costs me $2.79 to clean each of the seats. Okay, so I think all those numbers here are probably going to be important. That's why I've circled them. My next step is to underline the question that I need to solve. Okay, so my question is pretty clear. It's the only question in this problem. It says, how much does it cost to clean all of the seats in the theater? So I know that I'm going to use these numbers to figure out how much it costs to clean every single seat in this theater. Okay. My next step is to box in any keywords that are going to help me figure out which operation to do. Okay, so I'm looking for any keywords that tell me whether I need to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. I see a theater has 40 rows of seats. There are 22 seats in each row. It costs $2.79 to deep clean each seat. So I think each is probably a pretty important word here because it tells me it's going to be $2.79 for each and every seat. That helps to tell me that this is probably going to be multiplication. If I read my question, it says, how much does it cost to clean all of the seats in the theater? That all right there kind of confirms for me that this is going to be multiplication because I first have to figure out the total number of seats and then how much it costs for each and every single seat. Right? So there's no extra information to eliminate here. All of these sentences, all these numbers are helpful for me to solve this problem. So let's get to solving it. The first thing I want to do is I want to figure out how many seats there are in total. I know there are 40 rows and each row has 22 seats. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply to figure out how many seats there are total. So I'm going to take 40 and multiply it by 22. So when I multiply like this, when I do double-digit multiplication, I always start here with the number on the bottom right, and I multiply it out by each of the numbers on top. So 2 times 0 is going to give me 0, because any number times 0 is 0. And 2 times 4 is going to give me 8. Then I hop down, and when I'm doing multiplication like this, I always have to put a 0 right here to hold this place and show that I'm moving over a tens place. And I call that number 0 the hero because he helps hold my place down super solid. And he helps me to keep track of all my numbers when I'm adding. Then I can multiply out the number in the tens place. So I do 2 times 0 again and 2 times 4. 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 4 is 8. And I can add these numbers together to find the total number of seats in this theater. So when I add them together, this gives me 880. So I know that there is a total of 880 seats in this entire theater. And it costs $2.79 to deep clean each of these seats. Okay? we look back at my question, it is asking me how much does it cost to clean all of the seats in the theater. So that right there tells me that I'm going to need to multiply my total number of seats by the cost to clean each seat. So I'm going to take 880 and I'm going to multiply it by $2.79. So this is what my problem is going to look like here. And I'm going to go ahead and multiply. I start with my number in the bottom right, which is this 9, and I multiply it out. 9 times 0 is 0. 9 times 8 is going to be 72. So I put my 2 down here, and I carry the 7. 9 times 8 is 72 again, but I have to add this 7 up top, so that makes it 79. Now I can hop down because I'm moving over a place value. And when I hop down, I always have to put 0 the hero right here, like I just mentioned, and I can multiply out my 7. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 8 is going to be 56. I put my 6 here, carry the 5. 7 times 8 is 56 again, but I have to add that 5. So that gives me 61. Okay. And now I move over one place again, and I'm on my last number right here. Now I can multiply out my 2. Since I moved over another place, I have to add another 0 for it. And then I can multiply out that 2. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 8 is 16. I put my 6 down here and carry that 1. 2 times 8 is 16 again, plus that 1 is 17. Okay. So I can add these numbers all up now. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. Here we have 2. 9 plus 6 is 15. Carry the 1. 1 plus 7, that's going to give me 8. Plus another 1 is 9. Plus a 6 is going to give me 15. 6 plus 7 is going to give me 13. Plus 1 is 14. Got to carry that 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so right here I have the number 245,520. But I'm not done yet because I still have to place my decimal point. In order to do that in a multiplication problem, I have to look and see how many digits or how many numbers are to the right of the decimal in my problem. So in this case, it's 2. So I come down to the answer and I make sure that there are 2 numbers, so 1, 2, to the right of the decimal in my answer. So that gives me a final answer of $2,455.20. So the total cost to clean all of the seats in the theater is going to be $2,455.20. I hope that that helps you to understand how to do multiplication with decimals in a story problem. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.